Oh, there he is. Send invite. Here we
And he's in LA, so it's 3:30 our time, 12:30 Michael's time. And we know his family is still here in East Falls. So hello to Wanda, hello to Liddy, and Michael's sister. Oh, he's coming in. Whose name I can't remember right this second, but he's going to tell us. And so they're all back here in Philly. He's a product of Philadelphia public schools. Meredith, right? Meredith Elementary. Oh, cool
Yes,
hat.
man. Hey, thank you, Alicia. Wait, I have to like
Shout out to Meredith Elementary, right?
shout out to Meredith Elementary. Wait, I have to get this. I'm like, let me see, Alicia.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm not gonna.
I was on the struggle bus at the beginning here too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take these out and do this. So you can see.
Hey, how's LA? How's LA?
Oh my God, Alicia, it's warm. It's warm.
So, you know what? That's rude.
Well,
Do
it's
you
like
see?
it's like it's not completely warm, like hot, but
Right?
warmer than Philly.
Hmm. Do you see what it looks like here? We have like ice and freezing rain and and weather advisory. Is
Yeah.
Wanda telling you everything? Is she keeping you posted, Wanda?
She's telling me everything.
I
Alicia,
love her. I know. What was your sister's name? Your sister's name? The
Ama-
dancer.
Amaya.
Amaya, the
Yeah,
dancer, right? I remember. So this is what I was trying to tell people at the beginning when I was trying to get set up here.
yeah,
Why I love this assignment, right? Why I love covering American Idol is because I get to meet all of you before the world meets you.
yeah, yeah,
And so you came here, right, with your mom and your awesome grandma,
yeah,
and you were like, you had just come in from LA because you were going to school there,
yeah,
and you came home, East Falls represent, and you were like, I'm gonna go get a gas station hoagie because this is my favorite hoagie, right?
yeah,
And so you're just local guy making music, chasing that dream out in LA, going to school, studying your craft. Then you get on the show,
yeah.
right? Which is, I just think it's such like it's a talent finder. It
No,
really is.
it is. Oh my God, I admire that so much about American Idol. I think that it gives people a platform that deserve a platform, and it makes it easier and more accessible for like people to actually share their gifts. So I love that about the show. I think it's so special that it could take people from like humble backgrounds and humble beginnings and give them a stage to like, access their dreams. It's fire.
When it is fire. When did
Yeah.
I meet you? 2017?
You met
When
me 2018.
18?
28.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's funny because in 2018,
Yeah.
because when I met you and Katie Turner, you were both on this season. Like Philly had a really big representation that year.
Yeah.
It was so exciting for me because it was the first season that ABC did the show, right? So she was 18 and now she just turned 21 yesterday.
Katie did?
Yeah.
I'm
And
late.
you were 20.
Yeah.
So here you are, what, 23?
I'm 23.
Oh my gosh.
I
All grown up.
I know, Alicia. It's scary. But
Wait,
I'm 23.
tell me. So here's what's so exciting. So I'm looking up on Friday. I did a little story to tell people, hey,
Yeah.
American Idol's coming back and yada yada. And here I find Michael J. Woodard title role of a brand new animated film coming out in April on Netflix
Yeah.
called Arlo the Alligator Boy.
Yeah. 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 It's surreal. It's surreal, Alicia. It's surreal.
Oh my gosh, tell me everything.
Okay. So I really can go in now.
Okay, you can divulge, give some deets.
A little bit. A little
Okay,
bit.
give me a little bit. Give me a little bit.
To be like a surprise when it comes out. Okay. But like I can give you the backstory now. So
Okay.
in 2018, after the show was over, the show had aired, the finale, everything, top five, yada yada. Okay. There was this time period where after the show things happen where people think it happens immediately like that, even if you don't win. Like they think you have the deal, they think you have a huge amount of cash just on you all the time, you know, and they think everything, all your dreams are coming true immediately. But it's like, it's not like that, you know. You have to really, I guess, in terms of your career, you have to fight for it more than you ever have before, because you don't
Right.
have that huge platform really like holding you up, you know, and you don't have that to rely on anymore. So you're pretty much like by yourself in this industry, like, you know, just trying to figure it out.
Well,
Um,
you have this platform that you just had, right? Everyone got to meet you, and now it's the jump off,
Now it's the job,
right?
right?
So
Yeah.
you don't want to let too much time pass before you start. You got to keep the momentum going.
You got to keep it going. And I
That's it.
think I experienced the hard knocks of it, but at the same time, like, I was blessed to have so many opportunities find me after the show, you know. So all glory be to God, with from that aspect, because I was like, you know, I knew what to do, but at the same time, it's like, how do I do it, you know?
Yeah.
So I got this email from one of the producers from American Idol, and they told me, these producers that are working on this movie from Netflix are looking for you and trying to find a way to reach out to you. And I'm like, what? You know, it kind of caught me off guard, because I'm like, what? Like, okay, you know, this is like maybe like 2 weeks after the show was off. Um,
What? Oh
yeah,
my God, so exciting, so fast, because, I
yeah,
always want to believe that this is what, the good, like this show is like good, it's wholesome, it's real
hmm,
people, it's real talent. That's why I love it. It's real people. Like I always tell people, I met you, you came here, here's your grandma, right? You guys are talking about
hmm,
um little watch parties and what food grandma's going to make. And Katie's like playing her guitar in her bedroom in Langhorne and the Chamonix High School.
yeah,
Like you guys are real people, with no connections, no, you know what I mean? Like this show really does, give you a platform. So they see you on the show, right? These
yeah.
people at Netflix.
Hmm, hmm.
And I mean, this is not just like a part. This is the title character.
Title character, Alicia. It's a title character. Shout out to Alex Garingas, love y'all. But it's the title character. So I had this audition. Um, Eventually everything worked out. They got in touch with me, and we set up an audition. And it was at this studio in Hollywood. Luckily, I've spent my whole life in Hollywood after I moved to California, so I was pretty much acquainted with where everything was. So it wasn't that far from where I was staying. Like, I caught an Uber, and I read for it, and I sang some of the songs that you're going to hear soon in the movie. And they told me kind of that day that, like, you already had the part. It was to, like, test the waters and see if it was gonna, if it was going to sound good, or it was almost like I had it, but they were probably going to see if I didn't. You know, they had to see for themselves.
Wait, does this drop in April? I'm telling people right now.
Say it,
April?
say it again.
When does it come out?
It comes
April?
out in April, but I can't give the specific date, but I could give the month. So it comes out in April. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, I winded up kind of like getting it on the spot, but this was in 2018, and the movie's coming out this
Oh,
year. So this was all in 2018. So that's how long it takes. And I'm like, I was always tweeting to like my supporters about it and Instagram about it, like, oh my God, I have so many things planned, and you're gonna get to see it soon. So right now was very weird because everything is kind of coming full circle, you know.
so I love it. Here we are. I have two things to say. One, Liddy Martin is in the house.
Hey, Viva!
Hi, Grandma. And I love Grandma so much. She's amazing. And hopefully during the pandemic, you're doing well, you're doing healthy, you're
Yeah.
hanging in there. I know we're all in that lockdown number. So, to the other side and good health and hugs, all that.
Yeesh.
Secondly, someone wants to know the name of the movie. So tell them about the movie and tell them about your character.
Yes, guys. Okay, so the movie is called Arlo, the Alligator Boy. I don't know if I could really go into detail, but I just did like a panel a couple months ago, so I feel like I can tell a little bit about.
Okay, even just like
Yeah,
what's like his deal, right?
he's like me. If you like me, you're gonna like Arlo. So it's kind of, he's smiling all the time. He's very happy. He has this, like, you know, huge, exaggerated optimism on life. Not exaggerated, but just like this huge optimism. You know, he's just jolly all the time, and he has a dream, you know, he has a dream just like me. He's from a city where he's like well acquainted to, but now he's setting his sights on bigger things. So you gotta see it. Like, just the journey. I was creeped out a little bit because when I was reading the script, I was like, okay, have one of you been like watching me my whole entire life? You know, because it would like the how similar me and the character's life is like, it's very weird. It's very weird. So if you like me and you like my journey and my rise that you watched on American Idol, you're gonna love the movie. Just trust me.
It's the Michael J. Woodard story, but you're an alligator.
After an alligator, and there are some things that are not exactly what has happened in my life, but you'll get the point. Like, just his character, you'll see the resemblance. But it's such a good movie, and I can't wait. And I think it's going to change lives. It's such like a heartwarming story. It just touches on so many things. So I just can't wait for you to see it. And it's good for kids too. The kids.
Who else is in it?
So it's me, Mary Lambert, the singer of Same Love. I can't change it, even if I tried. That song. She sings that song. Jonathan, he's from the show Queer Eye. He has the mustache and the long hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alicia. Jennifer Coolidge, otherwise known as Stifler's mom.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love her.
Yes. Yeah. She's in it too.
Oh my gosh. So I posted like there was like a little trailer that came out that had who's the character that in that little clip that I posted in that scene, what that song is. Who's that other person?
Is it the fish?
It's like a woman.
Okay,
animal.
So that's Mary Lambert. That's who she's.
Okay. You're like, look at me, look at you.
Don't you see you can move there? Yeah. I can't wait for you to, and the music. Oh my gosh. There's going to be a soundtrack. So like the music is like immaculate. It's crazy. Alicia, it is nuts. You're going to, so good. It's so good. So it's like I'm releasing an album already, you know, because my voice is just smacked all over it. So it's going to be.
Because you kept saying, you're like, okay, I'm working on my music, right? You just finished your first single. I saw you post something.
I did, yeah.
But for anyone who's like, because everyone in here is like, oh my gosh, we knew you were up to something.
Yeah. It's been a really long journey, but this year you will be hearing the song that I've been bragging about for many, many years.